Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Michael Germain. There was a fire at Mikan Sports in Caledonia earlier today. There were no visible flames when we arrived, but firefighters continue to spray water on the collapsed structure as it was still smoking. A reporter on scene says several fire agencies were responding. No information has been released yet about the cause of the fire. We'll update our platforms as we get more information. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in finding a man wanted for home invasion. On Thursday, the Sheriff's Office responded to a report of a home invasion in the village of Hickston. Anthony Sylvester IV was identified as the suspect in the invasion. The caller said Sylvester was brandishing a firearm. He also reportedly stabbed another person while inside the residence and fled before a deputy got to the scene. Sylvester was described as wearing a dark gray or black hooded sweatshirt with white strings. He was also wearing blue jeans. Sylvester is 6 feet tall and 175 pounds and has brown hair and blue eyes. He is considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, don't make contact and call 911 immediately. If you have information about the case of Sylvester's whereabouts, reach out to the number on your screen. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is overseas working with allies trying to find a way to get Americans out of Gaza before Israeli forces move in. Bradley Blackburn has more details from New York.
The U.S. believed it had secured a corridor for Americans to escape Gaza, but Egypt still has not opened the gate at the Rafah border crossing. This American citizen is trying to get his family to safety. He said the embassy called at 2 in the morning, telling him to be at Rafah by noon, but he still has not been allowed to cross.
It is vitally important that all of us look out for civilians. And we're working together to do exactly that.
Israel continues its bombing campaign in Gaza, targeting Hamas sites.
Hamas is a terrorist group. Its only agenda is to destroy the state of Israel and to murder Jews. And it's important that the entire world see it as such.
Israel has warned civilians to flee the area as it is massing troops on the border ahead of a planned land invasion. It has deployed forces across the country and is increasing readiness for the next stages of war. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited soldiers in southern Israel, asking them if they were ready, and said more is coming. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
President Biden spoke with Prime Minister Netanyahu on the phone Saturday. He also talked with Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas. The Cooley region had the opportunity to see a partial solar eclipse today, hosted by the La Crosse Area Astronomical Society in a UWL parking lot. Onlookers enjoyed seeing the moon cover up to 45% of the sun. But Bob Allen, the planetarium director at UWL, says these events are just more than for astronomers.
You see the look on people. Some people either looked there, but especially when they put the glasses on and look, the smile on their faces. Something's happening. There's something unusual, and we're showing it here.
Allen says although the forecast wasn't looking good, it's worth testing your luck to try and see these natural phenomena. And today, their luck paid off. Scouters beware. Camp Decora's Spookaree is happening today. The event is an opportunity for scouts to take part in classic scouting endeavors. Along with the many Halloween activities planned for the scouts, 2 new program areas are set to be dedicated. Both new program areas are designed to help youth grow in self-confidence and to experience new things.
So this is our annual Halloween themed event. It's called Spookaree, and they are participating in scout-related activities that are also Halloween themed.
The Scouts had around 11 activities lined up for the camp, including a compass course, first aid tomahawk throwing, and a scavenger hunt. Well, not a bad day to be a scout. Keeping the fall festivities going, Horse Sense hosted its 6th annual Fall Harvest Festival. The event ran from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., which featured meet and greets with therapy horses, a farm tour, and friendly family activities. Folks also had the opportunity to paint pumpkins, get their face painted, and much more. Samantha Hall, who is the executive director for Horse Sense, says it's great to bring the community together.
Basically, people come here, build a relationship with the horse through weekly therapeutic riding lessons throughout the year. So that's what we do at Horse Sense.
Along with the Fall Harvest Festival, Horse Sense also hosts the Kentucky Derby Watch Party, which is held every May. For more information on the story, you can head to news8000.com. Well, coming up on News 8, spooky spending during spooky season. Americans are set to spend a record amount on Halloween-related items this year.
Get tax relief savings now at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. And when you spend $9.99, you'll get an extra 7% tax relief discount, plus 1-year interest-free financing and free shipping. 7% tax relief savings now at Home Furniture.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get an extra 7% tax relief savings when you spend $9.99 or more on quality mattress brands like Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Plus, get 1-year interest-free financing. Tax relief savings now at Home Sleep Express.
Well, Americans plan to spend big on Halloween. Christine Lazar has the story and the latest look at inflation in this Eye on Consumer report.
Inflation is still high, but showing signs of improvement. According to a government report, prices rose 3.7% in September, way down from last year's peak, but still above the 2% target regulators want to see. Price hikes at the grocery store are getting closer to historically normal levels, up just 2.4% last month. But rent prices remain a problem, with rates rising more than 7%. The price of mailing a letter could go up again in the new year. The U.S. Postal Service has filed a notice with regulators on its plan to raise the cost of a stamp from the current 66 cents to 68 cents, starting in mid-January. If approved, it would be the 5th price hike since 2021. And Americans are expected to spend a record $12.2 billion on Halloween-related items this year. That amounts to about $108 per person, according to the National Retail Federation. But many items will be more expensive. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says candy is up more than 7% from last year. And that's your Eye on Consumer. I'm Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Ford has issued a recall of over 200,000 of its vehicles. Certain models of the 2020 through 2022 Explorer models are being recalled due to a risk of rollaway if the parking brake isn't applied. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said Ford will repair the vehicles free of charge. Those repairs will include a replacement of the rear axle bolt and subframe bushing. Owners of the affected vehicles will receive letters from Ford in November. Netflix will soon be opening locations that will allow fans to fully immerse themselves in their favorite Netflix shows. The company's vice president of consumer products made the announcement during an interview with Bloomberg this week. They'll be called Netflix House and will have rotating installations. Fans will not only be able to shop for theme products, but they will also be able to eat food based on a show and play some games too. The company is aiming to launch the first 2 locations in the U.S. in 2025 before expanding globally. However, the exact locations have yet to be announced. The company has previously launched dozens of pop-up locations, but Netflix House will be a permanent location. Union workers have finally reached a tentative agreement with Kaiser Permanente following last week's 3-day strike. The deal would end the largest ever healthcare strike in U.S. history, and it comes after months of negotiations.
After 7 months of negotiations and a 3-day strike, a tentative agreement has been reached between Kaiser Permanente and its employees.
People under this tentative agreement can rightfully expect to make real economic progress in real terms, which is really important right now.
The agreement was announced early Friday morning. It includes higher wages with a 21% pay increase over the next 4 years. Minimum wage was set to $25 an hour in California, and commitments to invest in job training. Kaiser executives say the tentative agreement also addresses concerns over staffing shortages.
We believe that this new contract will actually help us continue to have some of the best employees in healthcare. And with those employees, we'll be able to deliver on our mission of providing high quality, affordable, and accessible healthcare to our members.
Also at the bargaining table was acting U.S. Secretary of Labor Julie Su, whose efforts were praised by both sides.
For the first time in decades and decades, we have a national administration where this was a priority to help do this.
Acting Secretary Su says the deal was hard fought and historic.
First, this agreement demonstrates what is possible when workers have a voice and a seat at the table. Second, collective bargaining works.
Political science professor Robert Ovett says the threat of a second strike may have put pressure on Kaiser to make a deal.
So I think there were several different pressure points probably applied to Kaiser. And we'll see, though, whether or not the members agree that this is a reason to accept the settlement. If they don't accept the settlement, there'll be another strike.
Union members will vote on whether to ratify the contract next week.
The coalition of unions were threatening an 8-day strike next month, with even more workers walking out if a new deal was not reached by October 31st. Coming up on News 8, home ownership can keep you healthy. Researchers from across the pond say renting may speed up aging.
Hear everything but the gunshot. Introducing Soundgear Phantom, the world's first custom Bluetooth-compatible and rechargeable hearing protection and enhancement device, blocking loud, harmful noises while giving you that edge to hear better while hunting.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska.
Start your adventure and get in a new Jeep at Pischke Motors La Crosse or Pischke Motors West Salem.
Stop in now during the Jeep Adventure Days sales event. You'll save over 10% off MSRP plus discounts on a 2023 Jeep Renegade, Jeep Compass, Jeep Gladiator, or a Jeep Grand Cherokee. These Jeeps are ready for your next adventure. Pure comfort and functionality at your fingertips with the power and confidence you know Jeep provides. Stop in now because this offer ends October 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and drive away in your new Jeep.
It's time for Jolivet Family Farms Fall Harvest. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Stop by today for some of Jolivet's homegrown raspberries, squash, crowd cabbage, popcorn, and large selection of apples. Hardy Mums are now in bloom and available at Jolivet's. Find distinctive crafts and decor, Wisconsin wines, take home some apple crisp, apple pies, caramel apples, and apple cider donuts from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Hear everything but the gunshot. Introducing Soundgear Phantom, the world's first custom Bluetooth-compatible and rechargeable hearing protection and enhancement device, blocking loud, harmful noises while giving you that edge to hear better while hunting.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
From the health benefits of owning a home to a call to action when it comes to strokes, here are some of this week's top medical stories. Strokes could cause nearly 10 million deaths annually by 2050, according to a report in the Lancet Neurology. The report warns of a 50% increase in deaths, mostly in low and middle income countries, if urgent action isn't taken to improve prevention, care, and rehabilitation. New research shows lung cancer rates are higher among women than men. A study published in JAMA finds the disparity impacts women ages 54 and younger. Doctors say they are not sure why women are getting lung cancer more often than men, especially since men are more likely to smoke cigarettes. Owning a home may be good for your health. British researchers found renting is associated with faster biological aging, and it's about 50% worse than the difference between those who smoke compared to non-smokers. The study did not establish a cause, but did note the effects are reversible. And it's time for our meteorologist, Bill Grahl. Bill, a little cold here in the Coulee region this evening.
Yeah, we had plenty of clouds through the day. In fact, the time lapse from today does show that. And what you need to know, we had a lot of rainfall the past couple of days, anywhere from 1 to 2¼ inches of rain. Just under 2 inches of rain out at the La Crosse Airport. I am looking at dry conditions for tomorrow through Tuesday. Now, 59 was the high today, 49 the low. 63 and 43 are the averages, 88 and 24 are the records, and there's the latest rainfall tally, just over 2 inches out at the La Crosse Airport, so 3/4 of an inch above average, and for the year, still about 5½ inches below average. But boy, we put a big dent in those drought conditions over the past couple of days. Clouds, 54 degrees at the airport and downtown at the station, winds out of the north-northwest at 8, the Mississippi up a bit, 5.15 feet, 51 for you folks in Eau Claire with a mostly cloudy sky, and winds out of the north at 5 miles per hour. Current temperatures generally in the 50s, in fact, very uniform all across the upper Midwest. Locally, 50 in Winona, 51 in Eau Claire, 53 in Black River Falls, that 54 in the Cross, 50 in Viroqua. Winds out of the north at about 5 to 10, and satellite radar imagery showing plenty of cloud cover across the region. Look at the expanse of this cloud cover all the way from southern Canada back through our neck of the woods in the Central Plains and up the Ohio Valley, all seeing cloudy conditions this evening. Now, Sky Tracker showing those clouds persisting, maybe a few breaks overnight and mainly dry. And then tomorrow, kind of a mix of clouds and sun and dry for our Sunday. And more the same as we head into Monday. Some clouds in spots, especially to the east, otherwise staying dry for Monday as well. Zone forecast for tomorrow, showing highs right around 58 degrees in Holman, Onalaska, West Salem, here in La Crosse as well. Mid to upper 50s down to the south, and as we head back to the north, more of the same. Pretty uniform temperatures with highs between about 54 and 58 degrees for our Sunday. So my forecast for tonight, mostly cloudy, seasonably cool, lows around 43 degrees, north winds at 5 to 15. Mix of clouds and sun tomorrow, a little cooler than average with that high of 58. We should be around 62 this time of year. And staying dry for Monday and Tuesday, right around 60 for Tuesday. Small chance for a shower and breezy on Wednesday, 64. Best chance of showers over the next 8 days on Thursday, 59. Small chance for a shower on Friday, 56. And staying in the mid to upper 50s next Saturday and Sunday. So latest check of my 8-day forecast. Back to you.
Thanks, Bill. Coming up in sports, it's a big day for the Eagles, but not just the football teams. UWL Cross Country hosted 45 teams for the Drews Neubauer Invitational. Kate Overton has that and much more after the break.
Don't be tricked by sales and free stuff. Better products at better prices on all your home improvements during the 2023 Fall Home Show at the Board Store Home Improvements. Don't miss it.
Are you scared of your utility bills each month? Or frightened that your furnace might break down this winter? Go to news8000.com/contests and enter for a chance to win a free furnace from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Enter, if you dare, for a chance to win a new furnace this Halloween.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one?
You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out.
Have you found anything yet?
Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this. I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
Has your pet been diagnosed with a luxating patella or floating kneecap? Forget the inconvenience of travel and expense to a university. Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen specializes in using both tibial tuberosity transpositions and block trochleoplasties to safely repair your pet's injury. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics today.
Once you pick up an Arby's cheesesteak, it's gonna be tough to set that thing back down. Hey, put it back. The commercial is not over. Arby's, we have the meats.
Get ready for the Fall Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on October 14th and 15th. Parking and entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Fall Gift and Craft Show.
Are you scared of your utility bills each month? Or frightened that your furnace might break down this winter? Go to news8000.com/contests and enter for a chance to win a free furnace from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Enter, if you dare, for a chance to win a new furnace this Halloween.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to News 8 Now Sports. I'm Kate Overton. We'll start with some college football. The UWL Eagles are coming off of one of maybe the program's best wins in history. They upset number 3 UWL Whitewater for the first time since 2004. The Giant has been slaying, but now they've got to run the table against the rest of the WIAC, and things don't get any easier. The Eagles were over in Platteville taking on the Pioneers. Scoreless first quarter, but first play in the second, it's Kaiser Helterbrand taking it in from 2 yards out, part of a 92-yard Eagle drive. UWL in front. Second half, Eagles now trailing, but Helterbrand connects with Jack Janke for the score. UWL ties this game up. Platteville takes the lead on a field goal, but check out this grab from Jack Studer. In the corner of the end zone, one-handed makes the catch for the touchdown. We got to get one more look at it. Oh yeah, that's good. That would end up being the game winner. UWL holds on 21-17. Homecoming at Winona State as the Warriors host Augustana. First quarter, third down for Augustana's Casey Brom. Can't find a receiver, and Winona State's Enrique Delland gonna bring Bauman down in the backfield. One of 8 sacks on the day for Winona. Ensuing drive for the Warriors. Cole Stenstrom passes down the middle to Caden Holcomb. 41 yards for the score. Winona State up 7. Later, after the Vikings connect a field goal, Winona State's Noah Carlson making things happen on the kick return, going left, going right. He's going all the way, 93 yards for the score. WSU now up 14-3, but Augustana would find their momentum. Second quarter, Jared Epperson breaks off a 31-yard touchdown run, quieting the crowd. Augustana would start piling on the points from there. Winona State falls 48-28. I won't have highlights of the Badgers game until tonight, but just a few minutes ago, the Iowa Hawkeyes closed it out, getting the win 15-6, a very ugly game on the offensive side from both teams. But now Wisconsin will have some things to figure out before hitting the road to Illinois next weekend. UW lacrosse cross country, both men's and women's, have been proven to be one of the best in the nation year in and year out. That success means teams from all over want to test themselves against the Eagles. A combined 47 men's and women's teams lining up at the Drews Neubauer Invite in West Salem. Let's start with the men and the Eagles came out hot. They didn't have an individual winner, but they did place 5 out of the top 9 times, securing the top team score. Isaac Wegner had the fastest time for the Eagles, taking 4th with 25 minutes, 20 seconds. And then, of course, after the men, it was the women's turn. And much like the men's team, the UWL women dominated. Maddie Hanna finished 2nd overall with a time of 22:38. The UWL women placed 7 of the top 12 times, taking 1st overall. High school runners also in action today at the Cooley Conference meet in Arcadia. We start with the girls. West Salem's Mia Olson comes across the line in first with a time of 20 minutes, 4 seconds. She's then followed by Westby's Elizabeth Curtis in second and West Salem's Kennedy Garbers in third. West Salem wins top honors. Westby finishes runner-up. Now for the boys' race, what a showing by West Salem's Carson Gronemus. He finished 1st overall with a time of 17 minutes flat, followed by Benon Anderson, Tom Stenberg, Carter Quackenbush, and Drew Anderson. They swept it 1 through 5 for West Salem. The 2nd-ranked Panthers sweep the top 5 spots and win in dominating fashion. Arcadia finished in 2nd. Tonight at 10, I'll have full coverage of that Iowa versus Wisconsin game, and we've got some high school soccer playoffs. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Get tax relief savings now at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. And when you spend $9.99, you'll get an extra 7% tax relief discount, plus 1-year interest-free financing and free shipping. 7% tax relief savings now at Home Furniture.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Get tax relief now at Homeworld Rugs with an extra 7% off sale prices on a huge selection of room-size area rugs. Like these rug collections, now just $185 after 7% tax relief. Choose from a variety of colors and patterns during tax relief now at Homeworld Rugs.
Mostly cloudy tonight, seasonably cool, lows in La Crosse around 43 degrees. Dry tomorrow through Tuesday, highs 58 tomorrow, 56 on Monday, right around 60 on Tuesday.
Well, Kate, how about them Iowa Hawkeyes?
I know, this was my Super Bowl. Of course, I'm an Iowa grad, taking down the Badgers. Sorry, Wisconsin fans, this is Iowa's year.
It's okay, Michigan State lost as well. But thank you so much for watching News 8 Now. We'll see you at 10 tonight.